Hey guys, I'm Amanda. This is Sam.
And I'm Samuel, and together we are Samanda. No, that's not happening. Hey, welcome back to this week's episode. I am here with my wife, Amanda.
Hey guys.
And last time we did this, we spoke with you and we asked you for suggestions in terms of what should be the name of our podcast, a video. We have some interesting names. What kind of names were we having?
We had Leading the Way.
Leading the Way with double E.
Yeah, double E. Like
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think we've come to a conclusion. I think. Well, you were saying the Leeds family.
Yeah, the Leeds family.
And I was saying money, marriage, and life. So I think maybe together, the Leeds family, money, marriage, and life could be the one. Still not 100% decided.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think before we go official. The Leeds family, money, marriage, and life. Is that a good name for our podcast? If you think it is, then we can literally start putting this on Spotify and Google and all the places where you know how to put it, where I don't. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, drop a comment below. Any questions that you have for me and Amanda about money, marriage, or life, comment below and we'll do our best to answer. But in the meantime, what have you been up to this week?
This week, another cool, good week with the kiddies. We went to the fair on Saturday, so that was really fun with the kids. Ruby, she's our eldest girl and she's 3 years old and she's just growing up so fast, babe. Like,
I know.
Oh,
she asked me today why Luke doesn't have to go to school.
I know, she goes to preschool.
But it's so weird having a proper conversation with.
I know.
It is amazing.
She was a baby not long ago and she said the sweetest thing to me. She just looked at me. Oh my gosh. Oh,
I came in and Amanda was crying.
Here comes the waterworks.
I was like, what's the matter? What happened? And she said.
And I was like, Ruby just looked at me and she said, Mommy, you're my best friend. Oh my gosh, my heart melted.
Oh, that's sweet. Although, do you think she actually knew what it meant, or do you think she was just parroting what you say to her?
No.
Of course she meant it.
She meant it. But it's just so sweet, just seeing how fast she's growing up. She's literally, she's just a little girl now. She's not a baby
What I thought was really sweet about Ruby was when we go in the hot tub, we sometimes have like a baby monitor so we can hear what's going on.
Yeah.
And with Jessica, our youngest,
we can see them, but it's just so that we can hear. Just in case you think we've like left them upstairs.
No,
or something.
we won't be able to hear them, and we have got like someone in the house with them as well.
Yeah.
We're not bad parents, honestly. But we have a baby monitor so we can hear Jessica. But we was there and we heard Jessica. She was making little cooing noises. But then Ruby came over to her and was like, "You okay, Jessica? You okay?" And she was being really sweet to her. And I just thought we're so blessed. We've got wonderful kids.
I know, yeah. So I'm just enjoying every moment, especially right now because Jessica's a baby. So I'm totally just full on mummy mode. Like. So
are you like, someone asked in the questions, thank you by the way for the questions last week.
Yeah,
it helps so much when you ask questions so that I don't have to think up questions. So,
like, would you rather questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So comment away and ask in the comment box any questions at all for Amanda or for me or for both of us. But someone asked last week whether you were like a full-time QS still. No,
I'm not. So I stopped QSing, it was 2016 when I left my corporate job. So yeah, right now I'm full-time mommy, but I do work on our property business as well.
Yeah, I mean you're full-time mom at the moment, but that's because we've got like a newborn who's you know, breastfeeding and everything.
Yeah,
so it's
but I still do things, but yeah, I'm not like, you know, it's mostly just like.
But before Jessica was born, you were like 50-50. You were doing like 20 hours a week on business.
Yeah.
And then with the property stuff, and then like 20 hours. Well, not 20 hours a week being a mum. Being a mum just
the
is full
24/7. Yeah.
But all right, cool. So my week, what have I been up to? I've been away a lot this week.
You have.
I've been up north. I've been to Newcastle, which is so far. It's like,
I don't envy you with all that driving. Like Samuel doesn't mind driving. I am not a fan. So like driving to Newcastle is just like makes me tired.
You're thinking of going electric, but I just think I need a comfy Range Rover that massages you with a fridge because of the amount of driving that I do.
Yeah, you live in your car.
I'm in my car so much. And I really do think it's so frustrating because when we were living in the Midlands, I was always in London, wasn't I? I was always in London. I was in London like twice, sometimes 3 times a week. And I like London, so we decided to move to Buckinghamshire and we're really close to London. We're kind of, are we Southerners now? We're living kind of in the south.
Yeah.
And now we moved. I'm always up north. I'm always up north. So I think the answer to my problems is a car that massages me, or hopefully one day I really do think we should contemplate a helicopter.
Yeah, well, it would save a lot of time, wouldn't it?
It would save so much time. The problem is with a helicopter is, it would be such an ordeal, wouldn't it? I can just imagine it.
Do you think? I don't think so.
But
You've no way you
I went to Newcastle and I was thinking, should I just fly? It's an hour and a half on the plane. It's 5 hours driving. But if you fly, you've got to get there. They're going to be saying to you, "Oh, have you got your COVID this and this?" And I'm going to be like, "Just let me just get there. I don't like messing around."
But yeah, it's a bit inconvenient. However, it saves a lot of time, doesn't it?
What about when I went to my hotel? You booked
oh
for me?
My goodness! So I booked Samuel a hotel. I can't remember the name.
Newcastle. I think it was the Hilton. Yeah.
The Hilton. Samuel gets there, so he has to show like a letter to say that he's there for work.
I hate all that stuff. It's so annoying. Can I say what happened in Liverpool? I went to Liverpool. I got there to the hotel. I was checking in, and they said to me, "Do you have a letter from your workplace saying that you are here for essential work?" I'm like, "Well, I'm the owner and the director of my work company, so I can just tell you that yes, I am here for work." "Okay, but do you have a letter though from your work?" I'm like, hold on 1 minute. So I just emailed myself a letter saying, "Dear Samuel, you are here for essential work because according to the government, property market is open and you're here and you have a viewing tomorrow to view a property, so you're here for work. Regards, Samuel." Right? So I'm like, there you go. And they're like, "Oh yeah, but that's just to yourself." I'm like, "But I am like," I was arguing with them for like half an hour. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, what do you want? And then in the end, I said to Amanda, "Can you just write me an email, please, saying I'm here for work reasons, and just do a little, a little signature with the work, the registration of the company, etc." She sent it to me, and they were like, "Oh, that's fine then. That's okay." I'm like, "Oh, so I had to wait my
Yeah, it's annoying.
But what happened was worse. What happened in Newcastle? I don't even think I should tell the story.
I think you should. I think it's funny because it's just so typical you. But anyway.
What do you mean it's so typical me?
Okay, no, what happens at the end of it? So, what happened was, Samuel got there, he's really, really tired, he's been driving for like 5 hours. You get there, I've booked the hotel for him, and then they're like asking for the letter, fine, he gives them the letter. Okay.
Had the letter ready for, they didn't even ask me, I was just like, "Here's my letter, here's my," I'm totally up front. I got there at 11:30, I left in the afternoon, I've been driving 5 hours, I was so tired when I got there, I just needed to sleep.
Yep. And then he says, "Okay, so where's the card that you made the payment for the hotel?" So I'd used the business card, which Samuel didn't have on him, but it was paid for, the room was, so I don't know why they were asking you for the card. So anyway, Samuel like rings me, it's like midnight, and you're like, "Oh, they're asking for the card," and I'm like, "Well, I've got the card." I was like, "I can FaceTime you and show you that I've got the card." The card is in Samuel's name. He's got ID, showing the guy his ID.
So basically, what they were saying is, I needed to show the card, physically, the debit card, that was paid to book the hotel. Right? I'm like, "But I don't book my hotels. Either my workplace do or my wife does. I don't book it. I'm here, I've got my ID, I've got my letter." Like, what the? And they were like, "Oh, well, don't know what to do." I'm like, "What do you mean?" You know, like, "I need to sleep, bro. Let me in, Alan. Let me in, bro. Like, what the heck?" And he's like, "No, you need to." And I said, "Is there any other way around it?" He's like, "Well, you could go to the cash machine and pay in cash." And I'm like, "What?" And then in the end, he goes, I said, "What?" I said, "Look, what about if I pay on another card?" He's like, "Oh, you could do that." I'm like, "Well, why don't you tell me that from the very beginning? Huh? Why didn't you tell me that from the very beginning? Why did we have this 15-minute conversation back and forth with you going, I don't know what to do?" Terrible customer service. So I said, I said to the, I was like, I was so tired. I was like, "Okay, so we're good now." He goes, "Yeah, here's your key card to get in." I'm like,
"Why did you make this such an ordeal?"
And I went to bed. Got to bed and I thought, I rang him on reception. I said, "Excuse me, are you the guy that I was just at reception with?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Alan." I said, "What's your surname?" "Why does it matter?" I said, "Because I'm about to leave a review on Hilton Hotel and I want to know your full name." "Oh, well, I'm just Alan the night manager." "All right, Alan the night manager. Well, they know who that is." "Good, I'll leave a review." Bang, left a review, just told the situation. And then the following morning, when I checked out, the lady was so nice. She was like, "You had a nice day." She's so nice. I just thought, I've left a bad review. But now she said, "Lovely." I said, "Everything's been amazing. I just wish you were here last night." I just hate inconvenience. I just hate it when people You know,
you're not a fan.
yeah, jobs worthy,
something that
inconvenience.
Samuel does. If we're out somewhere and we're in a shop and he's looking for something and he asks like one of the shop assistants, oh, excuse me, do you know where this is? And then they say, and then they tell us where something is, and then we go and look, and then the thing's not where they said it was.
No, what they do is when they say something isn't in stock.
Yeah.
So if I say, hey, do you have any Baileys? You know, I'm in the mood for a glass of Baileys. Do you have any Baileys? Oh, we don't sell Baileys. Oh. You don't sell Baileys anywhere? No, we don't sell Baileys here. Do you know anywhere that does? Maybe go to, you know, maybe go to Tesco, because Waitrose we don't sell Baileys. I'm like, oh wow, okay. And then I feel like I have to look anyway, but sometimes I find Baileys.
Yep.
And Amanda's just like, okay, well, just leave it.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, at least we found it. Let's go. Let's pay.
I'm like, nah.
Samuel's like, no. And then
I don't kick off, by the way.
No,
I probably sound like a dick right now.
No. It's quite funny how you do it, because then he'll go find that person that he asked.
Yeah, I find them.
And then he's like, oh, what did you say again about the Baileys? And then he'll hold it.
And then,
just be like,
I actually found it. It's on aisle 17, just for the record,
and then,
to help you in the future.
They're usually dumbfounded and just like, okay. But I just think it's so funny, because I just wouldn't do that, but it's just funny.
Or when you ask somebody where something is and they don't take you to it, they just go, oh, I think it's around near where the bread is, and like, just take me, man. But luckily I don't go shopping very often.
No,
I probably go shopping once or twice a year.
Yeah, you don't go shopping anyway.
It's very rare. It's usually just if you text me and I'm on my way back and you're like, oh, could you just quickly pick up some, and I get there and it's like a foreign world to me. I'm like, where is everything? What's going on here? Because I've never shopped. Even when I used to live on my own, I had someone not live with me, but he would come in all the while.
Stock up, do your washing,
do my things for me. Because we're going to talk on this episode about time management. Because some people will be like, Samuel, why don't you just do it yourself? You know, but I think it's really important, if you're going to grow a business, if you want to make a lot of money, to outsource stuff that is like literally shopping. Why go shopping? Why not just online shop? Because you can save so much time. Because time is money. So that's what I want to talk about in this episode.
Yeah.
Can you confirm that I am not a dick?
No, Samuel's not a dick.
I do it in a nice way.
Nice as well. You're not a dick at all.
I do it in a nice way.
Most of the time, the people probably just laugh after, because you do it with like a humour.
You do it in a nice way. Unless they're really, really bad to me.
Yeah.
Like if someone's a real douchebag to me, then I can be back. But generally speaking, I'm a peacemaker. You're definitely a peacemaker.
I'm such a peacemaker by nature. Like, I hate confrontation, hate conflict. I try and like keep the peace.
I believe there's a time and a place for everything, and sometimes you have to just let it go. It doesn't matter. But other times, like with some of our bridging companies, I'm like, get me on they're so. What about that bridging company?
Oh my gosh, there's this one bridging company that I
Mandy deals with this sort of stuff usually.
Ever want to deal with ever again in my life. They were like the most. Like, I'm quite laid back and I don't get angry really fast, but they, oh my gosh, I had it up to here with them. They were just.
And what did they do? They tried to make us pay back way more.
Oh yeah.
We already paid 100 grand, and then they were like,
of things, yeah. It was just.
They sent us an outstanding balance, way more. They were terrible.
Yeah, they were. They were so annoying. Oh, yeah. I don't even want. Just thinking about it annoys me.
So time management. How do you have the time to be a mama, to be a business owner, a wife, to juggle all these things? I mean, you know, for me, I've got a training company. I do a YouTube video every day. Time management, top tips, go.
Oh, wow. Top tips.
And at the end, by the way, don't forget, I'm going to ask you your final words of wisdom at the end. You should just have like 5 or 6 different ones. You got me. I just reminded you I'm going to ask you.
Well, you only reminded me now. Why
didn't
you remind me before we started filming?
Because the whole thing is like kind of ad-lib.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so time management. Come on, give us some tips. Let me ask you a question, okay? How do you manage to be a full-time mom, work on the business, do podcasts,
well, like you
put up with me?
Yeah, I don't have to put up with you. Okay, so I'd say prioritizing, but as you said first as well, outsourcing. So outsourcing things that you don't have to do.
What do you outsource?
So I outsource my food shopping, for example. I get them to come and deliver to me. That's one example. Yeah. Also, even just like childcare, having someone that helps me with the kids. That's really, really helpful.
Yeah, as well, tell the story, because I wanted to get someone like full on.
Oh, yeah.
Like just there kind of all the time to help with the kids and help clean this and the other. Because like initially, even the idea of having cleaners come in, you're okay with, but just having That all the time,
so initially when we were thinking of getting someone to come and look after the kids, I was like, because I was a first time mom.
You hated the idea.
I hated the idea. I was actually really nervous because I was like, oh my gosh, I thought if this person's spending so much time with my child, what if my child actually starts to not love them more than me, but it's like it's like competition for me. And I was just thinking, oh, it might be really hard watching my kid be all affectionate and all upon this person. And
a lot of people told me, they were like, oh, but you don't want to miss the moments. If you employ somebody to, you know, help bring the kids up and do, like, you want to enjoy and savor the moments. Everyone said that. People that said that were usually broke people, by the way. Like, people in the family or whatever who are broke. So, however, I mean, how's it gone the last few years? Like, we've got now 3 kids.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You love your kids like an employee could never.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So, and I think you'd feel that love and that quality time.
They do.
So I guess that's one way to save.
Yes,
you know?
so I'd say outsource.
Yeah, but also don't punish yourself.
Oh, go on.
Don't punish yourself by thinking, I have to do this job.
Oh, yeah.
I have to, I really should, I ought to. We have banned the word should and ought in our family, right?
Yeah.
What happens if I say should? You say, because should is a disgusting word.
I know, yeah. Just
should.
do it or don't. Or...
Do it or don't. Don't say, I should. Don't be a martyr.
Yeah.
You know, and I think people are martyrs in their own companies as well, okay? I'm going to talk what you think of the second point, or we've already got the second point.
Yeah, I've got a second point already. So my first thing was outsourcing.
Okay, go on.
My second thing that I'd say is just writing a list and prioritizing. So every day or every week, on my notes, I'll just write to do, and then I'll literally just write a list of every single little thing that I'm thinking that I need to do that week.
And then outsource it.
Yeah, outsource it. Or if I can't outsource it and I have to outsource it, then if I have to do it, then I'll then prioritize it as to what needs to get done first.
Or just scrap it.
Yeah.
Scrap it, outsource it, or do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but mostly not do it yourself. There's very few things. I mean, for me, there's some things that you think, oh, I ought to, I probably should as the owner. No. For me, my attitude is always replace yourself. So I'm just constantly replacing myself. And let's say if I'm doing a new job, I'll learn how to do it, but then I'm not going to keep doing it myself. I'm just going to hire somebody to do it. And then it'll free me to do something else. And then I'll do something else, and then I'll write a manual, I'll systemize it, and then I'll replace myself. And then every now and then, I'll jump in. Like, I jump into our customer service. Our customer service right now, 2021, with all our companies, is amazing. Like, really fast, really good. Our average response time over emails is 3.5 hours, which is great because we get thousands of emails. Like, our customer service is really, really, really good. But what the different departments, I'll sometimes jump in and do the job. So I'll be like, right, I'm going to spend a week doing customer service in my own company. So I'll do it. I'll monitor the emails. I'll do everything customer service. And then I'll be like, oh, actually, geez, we're not as good as I thought. We can make it better. And I'll make it better. And then I'll write down and I'll update the systems and the manual training programs of our company, retrain the staff, higher the standards, and move on to another department. You know, so I think it's just a case of doing, as the company owner, doing what only you can do, not doing stuff that anyone else could do. You know, what do you think?
Yeah, and you are the master of delegation. Yeah. Like, I'm naturally wanting to do everything myself, and you've kind of taught me that. Like, you don't have to do everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's about
it's important.
Getting it done, but not doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Even normal stuff like around the house or jobs like booking a holiday, you don't need to do that. You can pay somebody to sort that out.
Yeah.
And as well, you need to know how much you're worth per hour. If you're worth per hour £20 an hour, okay? Let's say you get paid your salary, you know how much you're worth per hour. Don't ever do a job that you can pay somebody less than £20 an hour to do. You could find a lawnmower, sorry, not a lawnmower, a gardener to cut your grass, you pay them £12 an hour. But if you're worth £20 an hour,
why are you going to be doing that job?
You're going to save £8 by getting somebody else to do it. And then the more you start making and the more successful you become, the less mundane stuff you're gonna do. So I do very few mundane stuff, right?
Yeah, you do.
Very few. So I think that's probably the best thing. So when people say to me, how do you manage your time? How do you have a company and a this and a this and be a dad and all these things? It's because I have a really good team, you know, and hire people. Just because you are a quantity surveyor and an interior designer
Interior designer.
Just because you're an interior designer. And according to fair, doesn't mean that you're going to do all of our interior design work and all of our surveying on the property business. Just because you can doesn't mean that you will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, time management, just outsource stuff. Have fun. Do quality things with the kids, but not everything. But your family really helpful as well when we go away.
Yes, yeah, my family's really.
We don't leave the kids with a nanny when we go away. We
live with
family, and thank God that we've got good family.
Yeah.
So, anything else to say on that point?
No.
No wisdom.
No wisdom on that point. I
some
actually need to think about my final thoughts, but anyway, go on.
Final thoughts of wisdom. And in the meantime, I've got some questions from you guys.
Yay.
So let's see what we've got. I'll read out the names. So we have Cleo Jones. Cleo Jones says, what's your favourite gospel album? Whilst I'm no fan of Kanye West, I was unexpectedly impressed when I listened to his gospel choir. Very gifted. So favourite gospel album, go.
Oh, I'd probably say, I love lots of different songs.
I'm going to guess yours, you can guess mine.
Oh.
Your favourite gospel album is Hillsongs.
Yeah. Okay, anything that's Hillsong.
What's my favourite gospel music?
Yours, Godfrey Birdsall.
Boom shaka, that's right. Godfrey Birdsall. Oh
Anything
my
by Godfrey
goodness.
Birdsall, Samuel Leeds.
Pretty much all I listen to is Godfrey Birdsall. He is the man.
Yeah, he's very good.
So incredible musician.
He played at our wedding as well.
He did. We had him play at our wedding.
Made it so special.
Yeah, I love Godfrey Birdsall. So you should check him out on YouTube. He's kind of like, he's different. He's very different, but if you want to listen to some good gospel music, check out Godfrey Birdsall.
Yeah.
Okay, TS, questions for Amanda. Are you fluent in Shona?
Yes, I am.
Can you say something?
Yes, Hesi inindinonzi Amanda ndafara kukuziva. Oh my goodness.
Dino Kuda Masolo Bangor. I just said I love you, but you've got a big head.
Yeah.
Yeah, she speaks fluent Shona. In fact, Amanda speaks fluent Shona, and you sometimes speak Shona to the kids. You speak Shona with your parents. You moved to England when you were 10.
Yeah, 10 years old.
So Shona is your mother tongue, right?
It is.
That's why she sometimes just struggle with her English words a little bit.
Oh my goodness. I don't.
Yeah, you do. Maybe an interesting fact about Amanda.
Oh, I have to say it.
Well, yeah, or I can say it.
You say it because...
An interesting fact about Amanda.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's just so many. I would say an interesting fact about Amanda is she's ridiculously neat and tidy and clean.
Oh yes, that's true. That's true.
Like absolutely everything's perfect in the house all the time because that you are, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a tidy person.
In fact, that was the one thing that we thought we might argue about because I am not.
Yeah.
I am.
Samuel's quite messy.
When I lived on my own before Amanda, I just had somebody around me constantly cleaning and tidying and stuff like that.
Picking up after him.
Because I am just so... You and me are so different in that way.
We really are. But as it happens, I think...
It's fine.
Yeah, you're not that bad now. Like you just... I think the thing that would annoy me the most is just like lots of clothes on the floor and stuff, and you do pick up after yourself most of the time.
Yeah. Anyway, TS also says, Samuel, is there a way to access your dissertation on Christianity and money? I think that's my struggle at the moment. And do you still run your Christian course? I like Samanda. No, Samanda, we're done. We're not doing that. But in terms of the books and stuff, yeah. So my biblical economic studies, I did put into a book which is called Do the Possible. Watch God Do the Impossible, which is on Amazon, so you can check it out. Yeah, have fun. Right, next. Andy says, let's do a book club, guys, as part of your podcast episodes, every 5 or something. Thanks, the kids are going to love watching this when they're older. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, we could do a book club. I mean, I don't know, I go through phases. Sometimes I'll read loads of books, like literally bang, 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 and then I'll go months without reading a book, but very happy to do book reviews and things for sure.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Thanks for the suggestion, Andy. Any more suggestions for this podcast? Comment below. Okay. Ama Baokia, I hope I pronounced that right. Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
I actually haven't.
Have you not?
No.
Wow.
I actually haven't.
Wow. Not. Okay, I have, obviously. I'm shocked that you've not read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I know. I've started it, but I've never finished it.
Wow.
To be honest.
So that's something you didn't know about Amanda. That is crazy. Amanda, do you still work as a quantity surveyor? We know the answer. I know being a mom is a full-time job in itself. Kind of can be. All right, next. Number 1, super juicy. Amanda, did you think you would marry someone who was so well known?
I didn't think I'd marry someone who was so well known, no. I don't know if you know our story, I actually thought that Samuel was going to be a pastor, so I didn't think at all that, you know, he'd be that well known. And even when I did know like what he did and stuff, I didn't think that he'd be as well known as he is, so no, never planned on it.
Someone says the podcast should be called The Beauty and the Beast. That's a bit mean on you, isn't it? I wouldn't call her a baby. Don't talk about my wife that way. Alright, so thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And before we close, Amanda, final words of wisdom.
Final words of wisdom off the top of my head. Oh my goodness. Okay, I would probably just
It wasn't off the top of your head. You've been thinking about this for the last 20 minutes.
No, but we've been talking, so I couldn't think.
You can't think and talk at the same time.
No.
Alright, go on, final words of wisdom.
Okay, final words of wisdom is each day always find something to be grateful for. Because sometimes when you're in the day and you're having a bad day, what you focus on expands.
Yeah.
So if you like just focusing on all the little negative things, it's never going to help you. You're just going to get even more down about it. And I actually found this myself the other day. I was having a bit of a bad day. I can't remember what happened to me. It was last week sometime. But I was a bit like, everything was just annoying me, basically. I went to the chiropractors. I was driving, there was a car in front of me. It was really slow and annoying, making me late. And it was just like, And then at the end of the day, I just thought, you know, I've been like kind of being annoyed and in this funk all day. But when I was thinking like, oh, the moments, the things that I could be grateful for, at least I have a car. I was in a nice car driving, be grateful for my car.
It's true.
And you know, I was going to the chiropractors. Some people don't even go to the chiropractors. It really helps your back and stuff. Be grateful for that. I don't know, I just think I was just being a bit...
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, just be grateful for little things and find something to be grateful for is what I would say.
So true. Why do you go to the chiropractor?
I go to the
Because
chiropractor.
it's not like you have a bad back, you don't need to go.
No, I don't have a bad back. It's because, so I was pregnant and then after pregnancy, so when you're pregnant, your pelvis and stuff shifts and things like that. And at the moment I'm breastfeeding, so my posture, I'm like constantly bending over like this. So I just go to have adjustments just to make me be all aligned and stuff, so.
Well, you are beautifully aligned, smart, attractive, and lots of wisdom. So I think every week I'm going to ask you that question. So don't act like you didn't expect it to be
I'm going to
coming.
prepare next time. I'm going to prepare.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Drop a comment, drop a question, smash the like button, and we will see you next time with what we think is going to be called The Leeds Family, Money, Marriage and Life. If you like the name, let us know down below. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.